Good evening and welcome to Arsenal Domination, where it's finished at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2, and the draws keep coming. But this one felt very, very different, I think, given the way the second half panned out. But we shall get to that. Um, Big news before kickoff was actually no Urian Timber in the starting lineup and no Declan Rice, both reportedly carrying issues. Rice is deemed more serious, which is why he wasn't part of the squad. Timber fit enough for the bench, but Ben White coming in. Moreno dropping to midfield and Trossard starting up top. And Liverpool started really, really well, buoyed on by a crowd, and the Guard of Honour. They started really, really well, caused Arsenal issues. David Ryan making some good saves. And it was no surprise when they took the lead. Gakpo with the first, and then very quickly, straight afterwards, Diaz scored. Both times, I think Arsenal need to look at themselves defensively. I think, we know they're very strong defensively, but it was they slept for both goals, really. They switched off and allowed Liverpool the easy opportunities. And that's the sort of thing that, we wouldn't expect to see from an Arsenal side. And at 2-0, it looked like, it could be an absolute the one-sided game with Arsenal getting a hammering. Liverpool continued to attack in the first half. Diaz, probably should have had another Saliba with the block. And Liverpool deservedly leading at break. Second half, very, very different, though, to be fair. Arsenal came out, made a slight tactical tweak at half-time. We've seen them a couple of times. They sometimes go under the radar. But this one was much more noticeable. Trossard sort of almost moving to the left more and Martinelli through the centre. And it was that combination that sort of led to the first goal. Trossard with acres of time to cross. I don't think you can have acres of time, but you know what I mean. Acres of space and lots of time to cross. Martinelli getting the header away, giving Alisson no chance of a glancing header. And Arsenal just moved the ball quicker. It's what I've been calling for all season. Move that ball quickly at pace. That causes defence's real issues, and Arsenal did that. Ben White having another chance. Odegaard's shot, it was though, that led to Arsenal equalising his shot. Saved by Alisson, good save. Moreno reacting quickest to diving head the ball home. And Arsenal probably, based on the second half, deserved it. Maybe not overall in the match, deserved to be level, and you're thinking, go on and win this. Unfortunately, Mikel Moreno gets himself sent off. I think that looked a tired tackle to me. Gets his second yellow card. Can be no complaints from Arsenal. Mikel Arteta over that one. And then Liverpool sort of came again. Arsenal had to shut it out. It was a disallowed goal towards the end. It was rightly disallowed for a foul on Miles Lewis-Skelly in the build-up. Arsenal getting a good draw, but second is not guaranteed. They're going to have to get something against Newcastle. They get a draw as a minimum. If not a win against Newcastle, a win does it, but a draw against Newcastle, and I think they'll be home and free for second place. Not what we want, but I think a really important thing for Arsenal now to pick up the form and get that win. Speak to you soon.